This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, I've been the Michelle Obama rumors is back again. Yeah, and they're still talking about that. Well, uh, you know, they're back talking about it again. Still rumors about it. 'Cause she wants to be Mrs. Independent, and she got a podcast out now with her and her brother, who I ain't gonna say nothing about him. He's what's that? Something on my railway here. What's this damn tag they got on the side? Oh man. I got some kind of notice from somebody out. They doing some kind of service or something. I have no clue. But anyway, let me get going here. This okay, so guys, today I'm gonna let you guys know I'm not responding to any comments right now. Uh if you want to leave a comment after the fact, or just hit me up, DJ Wolf Live at AOL.com. It's DJ Wolf Live at AOL.com if you want to talk about anything regarding this or any other topic. All right, Donald Trump wife don't say nothing about Donald at all. You know? No, not a word, not even a peep. You know? Hillary Clinton said nothing about Bill, all the mess he was doing. Joe Biden's wife don't talk about Joe at all. You know? I mean, really. But y'all people gonna go around and accept Michelle Obama, and I can't accept Michelle Obama gonna put her business out there like a typical sister, put them just, because she has to get her shine in the spotlight. And that's what this is about. Yeah, it's not. Well, it's. I think she's always had her independence around Barack for years. I don't think this is nothing new. But she wants her independence and her cake and eat it too. That's really what this is all about. She wanted to be able to have her. She wanted to always have her place in the sun, no matter what. That's what it was. She wanted to be famous as Brock. That's all this was ever about. This had a damn thing to do about her independence, because she was always independent. You know, she's always had that, especially as first lady. You saw the things that she was out there doing. Come on, talking about I'm just doing. I gotta be independent. I gotta, be able to go out there and do my thing. I said, you was already doing your thing. What the hell are you talking about? She just kind of felt that all the shine wasn't coming to her because it was going to her husband. But what you expect? He's out in front. Nobody noticed me. Yeah, just a grown ass kid. That's what she is. Yet still you didn't show up at either the inauguration of Donald Trump, which I can understand, but you needed to be there because he was there. Barack was there. And you didn't show up at Jimmy Carter's thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Those white folks probably don't like you. I mean, I'm sure of that. But you have to deal with them. People deal with white folks that don't like them all the time. At work and everywhere else, just like everybody else do. There's some black folks probably don't like you. Well, I'm sure of that, especially now. But because I happen to be one of them that used to be kind of fond of you, now I can't stand you or your brother. That's another story. But seriously though, you just ain't making no sense right now. You put your man's business out there. Been putting his business out there for a long time. I don't know why people are shocked by that. She's been doing this for forever and a day. She's always trashed Barack for years and years. Even when he was president, she trashed him. Keep your damn mouth shut. That's what you're supposed to do. You know? Why, of all the other first ladies in the history of the White House, you the only one got three of her husbands under the damn bus? The only one that I've known of all my years, all my life, I had to fight. All these years. From every president I can ever remember, from LBJ on up. All right. And you the only first lady that goes running off at the mouth about your husband, even when he was president, when y'all was in the White House together. And now you talking about I gotta be missing. No one used to dress like an old man last year. You know, and I used to get mad when people were trash for talking about she was laying and all that. But then she walked out there at the DNC last year with that suit on, looking like a big old man. She really did. I hate to say it, you know. It was just weird. She was like she was trying to unfeminize herself or something. And I saw that for myself. You know. I'm just not feeling it no more, man. I'm just like, you know, and people gotta be crazy if they think they want to, you know, excuse my French, dick ride her based on the fact that she has to be so damn independent, which she already was anyway, you know. But then to sit there and throw her husband on the bus, I can't rock with that. I don't care. You know, y'all are the first black family of the White House, literally, and you're gonna sit there and throw them under the bus. How dare you? You know, how did you try to help besmirch his reputation? Was already some things that he didn't do that I didn't like, and stuff he should have done for us that he didn't do. But to sit there and to do the ass salt to the wound didn't help. You know, because she had to make it about her, because she was feeling insecure about herself, and she felt nobody was paying attention about her, which was all cap, because they were. That's why they bought that stupid book she put out. Yeah, I said it. Stupid book she put out. I know people say, oh, you still got a stupid book because she put a stupid book out. She did. Let's keep that apart. She put that stupid book out. Yes, she did, and yes, I said it. Because, frankly, she wanted the attention. She wasn't getting the attention that her husband was getting, and she felt left out. But you have to understand, it's the president that shows up. Just because you was in as a first lady don't mean that they have to always focus on you and him. That's not going to always happen. You're supposed to be his rock. That's what you were supposed to be from day one. But to sit there and trash the man was complete BS. You know, it was complete bullshit. It was. Y'all know it was. Be honest. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's heading down that road. I would not be a bit surprised, folks. Not in the least. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't. I would not. Man, kiss my ass. All folks cannot drive. Look at it. Go ahead. I'm not going to fight that. It's just ridiculous, though, man. You know, actually, I've been married 33 years myself, and believe me, sometimes our women get to the point where they run up their mouth a little bit more than they need to. But I wouldn't put it with my wife throwing me under the bus publicly. I would not. He may or may not put it with her. I don't know. Who knows? But the fact that she did it shows you that she was very insecure. Yes, I said it. She's a very insecure woman. Because no woman with any real security like a Hillary Clinton or the Bush wives or even Melania Trump, that's another whole story, you know, would be insecure doing that. They're content, or they know the, you know, for lack of a better word, they know their place in the White House as a first lady. Your job as a first lady is not to be a politician. You know, But Michelle wanted to be a celebrity anyway. You saw she was on all these shows. She was on Jimmy Fallon. She was on, I don't remember if she was on Letterman or not, but she was on Jimmy Fallon. She was on Ellen a few times. So was Barack. And she was on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. You know, well, actually, same age as me, by the way. I find it weird because you're older than I do. I think I'm older here. But anyway, so that's what they wanted. And then they got that, later on, got that book, movie deal, whatever, picture deal, where they were producing movies and stuff. They just wanted the fame. Collectively, they did. But she really wanted it for herself, you know. And I'm thinking, I was just watching a couple things where they said that she initially did not want him to even run for president. Yeah, yet his fame brought her fame. Think about it. His fame brought her fame. All right? She's the most famous first lady on the planet. You know? Because she had to put herself out there and be as famous as Barack. And Barack has always lifted her up publicly in their relationship. He has always done that. Barack has never, and it's true, I have never, in all the years I've known about Barack Obama since 2005, 2006, has never once ever thrown her under the bus about anything publicly. Now, privately, it might be another story, I have no idea. But publicly, he has never done it. He has never done it, not once. On the other hand, with her, she don't show up at appearances she need to be at. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I know a lot of black women, but she ain't have to be there. She ain't gotta be everywhere he got. Yes, the fuck she does. Yes, I'm coming out and saying this. I'm coming out my religion, folks. Yes, the fuck she do. Your first lady. You are gonna be known as a first lady even long after he's been out of office. That's your job. Your first lady. He's a 44th president. He's known as being the 44th president. You're known as the first lady. All right. And how dare you going to talk about? Well, I was on vacation. So it ain't like you couldn't go back on vacation once you. We talking about when she was posting Jimmy Carter's funeral. She's like, oh, I was on vacation. You couldn't just stop your vacation, pause it for a few. It ain't like you didn't have the money. That's what kills me about her. You could have went back on vacation because you can afford it. You good for it. You would just say, let me go ahead and go there for a day or two and come back. Simple as that. Resume my vacation. It ain't like she don't have the money, folks. Her and Barack are very well off right now. They are. And for her to sit there and say that because she didn't want to go to the funeral was an insult. It is. Complete insult. I'm sorry. It is. The Trump thing is a gray area, but even still, if he's there, if Barack's there, you should have had your ass there. I'm still mad about that because I'm like, how dare you? You were just a first lady, all right, under your husband who was the 40-something president of the United States. And you got nerve to act like, oh, you all that in a bag of chips. You didn't have to be there. I have time to be independent and have to do my thing. Okay, doing your thing is living off his fame. That's what this was all the time. That's what this all amounted to. Doing your thing, living off his fame. Damn, I hate riding behind these trucks, man. I respect them on the road and all that, but damn. Yeah. Not understanding you still had somewhat of a career, but you act like you had to be just as famous as he was. You didn't have to be. But you wanted to be. You wanted to put yourself out there. You wanted to be on all these talk shows and stuff and make yourself relevant because you feel that you was just as important as he was in the public spotlight. You didn't have to be in the public spotlight, Michelle. You really didn't. But Black women want to prop you up, lift you up, say, well, you the first black female president. We got to prop you up. We got to put you all over the place and make you an example for black girls. Make you an example for black girls what? Get you married to a black man who's became president? Really? Boy, I tell you, man. Wow. I remember when Barack was running for office, man, these women lost their damn minds, man. Oh, Barack. Oh, Barack. Oh. Oh, my God. It was insane, man. And I think Michelle actually was jealous of that, too, because she saw that. She saw that. He was like a rock star when he was running for office. Yeah, he was, literally. And I think she was jealous of that. Girl, that's the other reason I think she didn't want him to run for president. But like I said before, he was getting all the attention that she wasn't getting. And she felt like, oh, okay, I was there for him. And they said she made more money than he did. That's her claim too. And but nevertheless, he helped put you out there. He uplifted you. He did. There's no doubt about that. He's always put you in the spotlight, Michelle. And you sit there trash this guy. That's what I don't like. How you gonna prop up a man who really loved your dirty draws, and you sat right there and threw him right under the damn bus at the same time? You know? And then put your dirty laundry out there in the front on top of that. All your dirty laundry was out there for the entire world to see. You know? Now, the thing about him and Jennifer Aniston, as far as I know, is just a rumor. I don't know nothing about it. You know? It's just a rumor to me. That's all it is. Never been proven. It's just people just saying what, because I guess he had met her or whatever, and she admitted she met him. That's all I know. I don't know anything beyond that. I really don't. So I can't speak on it. I can't speak on something I don't know about. What I do know is Michelle Obama, he should have left her ass in Chicago. Yeah, I'm saying it. Because she's just typical, and I'm gonna say I'm going on limb. She was typical hood rat. You know, he lifted her ass up, and she'd sit there and throw him under the bus because she was jealous of his damn fame. Let's keep it 110% on this bitch. Yeah. All the while he was lifting her up. That's what I understand. A guy who tried to be the man of your dreams, and you sit there and gave him a sucker punch. Because that's exactly what you did, Michelle. You gave that guy a sucker punch. And continue to do so. No, it ain't right. He's out there making public appearances everywhere now by himself. And you say y'all not getting divorced, but yet you throwing them under the bus every chance you get. You know, because you felt like, oh, I wasn't as popular as him. I gotta be famous too. Bitch, please. Man, y'all, see, this is why a lot of y'all women out here today are not married and your kids are fatherless because of women like her. Keeping a ton of shit out on the streets instead of keeping it in your privacy of your own home like you're supposed to. This is exactly why. This, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody else, this is exactly why. I'm telling you, the reason that a lot of y'all are in the situations y'all in with guys because of the bullshit y'all pull on them. You know? And that's even with the best of us men. When y'all pull that mess, we tend to kind of like slack up on y'all. Trust me, I know. We slack on you. We decide, we ain't gonna, be as loving or as kind. You know, because once you do that, and I've been in situations with women. Once you tarnish my heart with that type of aggression, I kind of fall back on you and leave you alone. You know, I do. That's been me for a long time, and that'll never change. You know, just like y'all went with your attitudes. You don't want to change your attitude because it was ingrained in you from your aunts and your aunties and your grandmas and your mamas and your sisters and your cousins and your girlfriends. All that crap ingrained in y'all from day one. And then you'll wonder why we feel the way we do. And then you'll wonder why we don't go out to go out our way for y'all, because no matter how much we go out for our way for y'all treat us like shit. And this is a perfect example of that. You know, perfect example. Well, folks, that's all I got. I had to say my piece about this because, you know, this thing with Michelle and Barack, it's just a rumor right now. But the way she talk about him, man, it makes you wonder. For all we know, they could be legally separated now. We probably don't even know about it. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. I mean, watch these roads, like these people are stupid. All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf. Y'all stay blessed, and I'm out.